This video is produced for entertainment purposes only. All credit to the author of this novel, Shui Qian Chen. The following spoilers are from the novel, and the series will differ. So don't expect all of this in the series. If you want to read the novel, then visit patreon.com/blspoilers. The link will be in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, and tell us how we can improve. Enjoy. Let's start with the video, Chapter 52. Summary. The doctor suspected that Ying has a kidney disease, which could be any number of illnesses such as kidney inflammation, uremia, diabetes, kidney failure, or kidney cancer. Joe is worried, but Ying is already suffering from the loss of her husband. She is motivated to live only for her son. Ying doesn't know that Joe's soul is no longer hers, but Joe feels guilty and plans to keep it a secret. He fears that Ying might leave this world with regrets and unwillingness. Ying's condition is severe, and Joe clutches the medical record, trembling with fear. The doctor reassures Joe, telling him not to be pessimistic, but Joe knows he needs to be strong for Ying. After the fluid transfusion, Ying regains consciousness and is accompanied by a friend. Ying sees Joe and is relieved, her dark pupils shining with hope. Joe takes Ying home and tells her not to work hard. Ying cries, feeling that their lives are too hard. Joe coaxes her to sleep, feeling helpless and in pain. He knows that they will need money for Ying's treatment, and he needs to find a way to make more. Joe thinks about Pajoy's text message and realizes that he needs to take any job he can get. He calls Woot and tells him about the opportunity to be Tong's stuntman. Woot is hesitant, but Joe knows that he needs to take the opportunity to make money. Woot reminds Joe of his unpleasant experience with Tong in the past, but Joe is determined to take the job. Woot reluctantly agrees to help him get connected through the company. Joe thanks Woot and prepares to take on the new opportunity, hoping that it will bring him the financial stability that he needs. Chapter 53. Summary. When Pajoy called, she said Tong had found a stuntman due to Joe's delay. Joe rushed to the set and Pajoy told him to replace the stuntman if he performed better. Joe had complex feelings about Tong due to a past incident involving Ming. Tong, the film's lead, was discussing the script with the director. Joe, feeling inferior, respectfully addressed him as Patong. Tong, unaware of their past, asked Joe his name and told him that if he outperformed the other stuntman, he would be chosen. After getting dressed up, Joe greeted the director, but the director didn't recognize him. Joe performed a series of action moves for the director, who was impressed and chose him as the stuntman. Joe then discussed the stunt scenes with the stunt coordinator, who was also impressed by his professionalism. The stunt coordinator and Joe modified more than half of the previous action sequences. During the filming, Joe saw Ming, who was there to visit Tong. Ming was surprised to see Joe, who had become Tong's stuntman after his accident. Tong, unaware of their past, praised Joe's performance, and Ming became uncomfortable. Joe left to get food and assistant Jim followed him, asking him to bring an extra takeout for Ming. Joe reluctantly agreed and brought the food to Ming, who was in the break lounge. Ming asked Joe about his past, and Joe carefully answered, trying to hide their connection. Ming, however, was still suspicious and decided to investigate Joe's background. After finishing their meal, Joe left to discuss the scenes with the director and Tong. Ming, taking the initiative, asked Tong if there was a suitable role for him in the film. Tong, surprised, immediately offered him a role. Thank you for watching. If you want to read the novel, then visit patreon.com/blspoilers. The link will be in the description. Special thanks to my legendary supporters, Kiara Russell, Rebecca, Anne, Brian Stargell, Chelsea 212, Suzanne 233, Tamara Coomer, Ems T., Maria Lalbakan, Sharon Fong, Martina Boshenkova, S. Armstrong, P. Pri, ed.